All right, so we are all talking about building a network beyond the walled gardens. Google's getting expensive, Facebook's getting expensive, everything's getting expensive, tariffs all the way through. So the idea is basically how do we find alternate options to go beyond the walled gardens? By walled gardens, I honestly mean Google and Facebook, but I'm just not allowed to put their names on the screen here. Moving into the three questions I'm going to address at large. Is it worth it? How do we do it? Is it scalable enough? The big questions that we ask is why do we invest time in systems which are not scalable? So is it worth going beyond Google? Is it worth going beyond Facebook? So that's what I'm going to discuss in the next 10 minutes. I'm going to start with our journey. It's been a long journey. We've taken about 15 years to get where we are today. We started back in 2006 as a domain monetization company back in web hosting days. In 2012, we partnered with Google. Actually, Google is one of our biggest partners as well. Have your enemies closer to you. That's the one way of doing it. That's yield solutions. Then we started a performance solution in 2014, moving into branding solutions in 2016. Started off with our app install universe, which is called VEVE in 2018, and then evolved into more SaaS solutions and platforms for publishers to go deeper into the ecosystem. So it's been about 15 years since we started doing this. So far, Affinity Global Inc. Owns and operates 7 different ad tech tools. There are 4 of them are media companies, 3 of them are SaaS tools, operational in about 15 different countries, 500 plus employees, and over 10,000 plus publishers with over 2,000 plus happy brands. Starting off with what Affinity is, what do we stand for, what our vision is. So we are a privacy-first ad tech platform. We don't store any data. We don't retarget consumers. We have alternate ways of achieving success in terms of performance. But long story short, Affinity is basically finding ways of driving scale for advertisers beyond Google and Facebook using proprietary solutions and platforms that we own and operate. That's how our universe looks like. At large, you would imagine YouTube on top, Google Play Store in the middle, search at the bottom, something like that. That's how the full funnel looks like. And it's interesting, I've kind of heard of the pinball table as a funnel, but sorry for that, still trying to evolve here. But mCanvas is our branding solution, top of the funnel. VEVE is our middle funnel solution. And SitePlug is bottom of the funnel where consumer has the intent. So we have multiple solutions along these different parameters. We do have SaaS products as well that are helping publishers, and we are basically going deeper into the publisher ecosystem. Getting into what? So I'm going to take about 3 to 4 minutes to kind of explain each of our services and solutions. I have about 10 minutes, so I'm going to go as fast as possible. There's a lot here, but I just want to make sure that I cover as much as possible. mCanvas. So mCanvas started off in 2014. Objective was to drive innovation, something that Google cannot achieve. Innovation starts with a blank canvas. It starts with how we can get our creative out there and have our users engage deeply with the creative. So that's what mCanvas tries to achieve. We build the creative, which is immersive. By immersive, it's a storytelling creative. And we have the consumers engage with these creatives across all platforms. I'm going to show you a few examples. This is a quick definition of what we do. We do build the creative. We target the right audience. We do the omni-channel experience. And actually, I have some good results for omni-channel. I can kind of share those with you as well. But yeah, that results in 3 times better results. Let me start off with what immersive experiences are, how our creatives are different. Starting off with mobile. It's a quick video. I'm going to talk over it. So we are working with brands across verticals. The main objective is to build a creative which is not a standard display ad. No one wants to engage with a standard display ad. It's banner blindness, all of that stuff. So we're like, for example, Domex. There's no one who would want to engage with a toilet cleaner ad. So we're creating games like Toilet Wars. Like Amazon, like during the Amazon Day sale, having shake, tilt, sensors, make it interactive. Working with some of the large auto companies here to kind of have consumers engage with the different features. Then working with entertainment companies where they want to do some launches and communicate that information at scale. So we're building this creative on mobile on the behalf of the brands and agencies. That's one way of doing it on the small screen. And on the large screen, we are creating the same experience, but here to garner the attention, what we are able to achieve is unique formats with animations. And the beauty of it is something that we are the only company, one of the only companies in the world doing it. We are actually having consumers engage with the connected TV ads. Left, right, I mean, it's Black Mirror stuff, but that's what we are trying to achieve. I mean, the objective of doing this is to basically amplify the attention of the consumer so that they can interact and engage with your large screen TV ad. It's just not any ad. And usually, I mean, the most frequently asked question here is, what's the engagement rate? So we're usually seeing a 3 to 5% engagement rate of consumers engaging with the remote control to the impressions that we are showing across all connected TV devices. So, I mean, these are some of the formats. I mean, Netflix is a constant spender with us. Something that they do is a pre-launch and a post-launch. So we are able to achieve these experiences for multiple brands across multiple countries, across multiple languages, across multiple states, cities, with different creatives going all the way. This is during a pre-show, and then we have a post-show launch, which takes the consumer to the app directly. So there are lots of experiences. We have about 7 different formats on connected TV as well. But I mean, getting into numbers, what's the impact of this? So we're able to drive a 10% CTR. I've put a range, but usually it's about 10% on mobile and 5% on connected TV. We're able to drive a 15-second average time spent within your creative. I mean, I'll tell you why that's important. Today, standard banner ads have about 3 seconds. The research says that 3 seconds of engaging with a creative usually takes about 3 seconds for your brain to register or understand who you are, what you do. Until the time you're kind of swiped out of it, your ad or your CPM paid is worth nothing. So till the time the consumers don't spend about 15 seconds engaging with your creative, your brand recall is going to be very, very minimal. So that's what we try to do with our immersive experiences. And also, so we are partnered with Kantar, Nielsen. We are partnered with Lumen. That actually gives us the attention rate. So as per Lumen, our creatives are driving a 3 times higher attention rate compared to any digital platform out there. Be it YouTube, be it Facebook, be it any standard display platform, we are actually able to drive 3 times higher attention. And we have enough of studies to prove that if you're focusing on attention, it will drive down your CAC, always. The more you kind of focus on time spent, that's exactly where your creative is working out. So that's what we do for mCanvas. This is our internal data. Externally, this is Kantar. We've done over 400 plus brand lift studies with Kantar. As per Kantar's data, our brand lift is 8 times higher compared to standard banners. So that's the real impact. I mean, internally and externally, we have enough of data to prove that. So that's what we are trying to do with mCanvas. And, okay, it's a large story. So we are top funnel. We are building the creative. We are distributing the creative across some of the largest applications in the world, news, content, everything. And then we are able to measure the results. That's what we're doing. mCanvas, top of the funnel. Moving forward, middle of the funnel. Again, always remember, we're trying to create an economy or an ecosystem beyond Facebook and Google. So moving into the next half, which is VEVE. And I'm sorry I'm rushing through this, just in the challenge of time. I want to make sure I kind of get through as much information as possible, as fast as possible. Yeah. So VEVE, this was founded in 2017. It was founded with the evolution came about brands wanting for more touch points to drive performance. And that's when we started talking to OEMs. OEMs, what are OEMs? They're actually original equipment manufacturers. So I'm just going to get straight into OEMs here. So OEM economies, like who's the OEM? Like Microsoft, Apple, all these large hardware manufacturers are OEMs. And they're all hardware companies. I mean, talking about them, that today is a $600 billion market. The hardware guys today are selling about $500 billion worth of hardware devices across the globe. 6 billion devices are today sold across the world, be it a laptop, be it a smartphone. Now you see that 18% there? That's the software revenue that is getting generated from these hardware devices. That is expected to double in the next 5 years. So what that means is, today our phone is smart, our watch is smart. In the next 3 to 4 years, your refrigerator will be smart, your microwave will be smart. Everything that requires an electric supply manufactured by these hardware devices are going to be smart. And believe me, they're all going to show ads. They're going to monetize every smart device out there. So every big hardware manufacturer is getting into monetizing their software, and this is expected to be a $1.2 trillion market. Today, AdTech is worth 600 billion. Sorry, 300, 400 billion. Today, this hardware space is already bigger than the AdTech space. So there are going to be multiple, going into what are these softwares within hardwares. I mean, pre-bundled apps like app stores, browsers, launchers. I mean, when you buy a phone, you come with standard games. It'll come with an app store, an Apple app store, a Samsung app store. It'll come with a browser like a Safari or Firefox, all these standard softwares that come within your phone. You don't go and download it, right? So these hardware manufacturers are going hard on monetizing these softwares. And the complexity around this. I mean, all of these brands that you're seeing here, they're all large multinational enterprise companies. I mean, you try doing a deal with Samsung, as being a small brand or a medium-sized brand, firstly, it's impossible to get through them. Secondly is, how do you power AdTech formats or talk the AdTech language? Third thing, they don't talk less than $10 million. So as a brand, how do you achieve that scale or work with all these partners? So that's when we have built VEVE. It sits on top of, it's a software. It's basically a monetization solution that sits on top of all of these hardware devices, or sorry, software, that are powered by or distributed by the hardware manufacturers. We have our own unique formats, and eventually makes it AdTech friendly for buyers to come and buy at their own wish, and eventually drive outcomes. So we are sitting on top of the Samsungs, the Microsofts of the world. We have built our own unique formats to drive 100% viewability and performance at scale using these unique touch points. Now remember, this inventory is not available on any DSP in the world. Not Trade Desk, not DV, not Xandr. We are the only company in the world that has a vision of sitting on top of all the hardware manufacturers, creating unique formats, and driving results at scale. So that's what VEVE does. Today in the US, we have access to about 70 million daily active users, users that are opening the browsers every day, users that are opening the app stores every day. And we are powering this via 3 simple formats. I mean, we have quick access icons. Today, if you open an iPhone, you will see these icons come up. You won't know what that is, but honestly, those are monetized icons. Everything that you open, like any desktop browser, if you open a Microsoft Edge or a Firefox, you will see placements that are actually, you would imagine that there are native placements, but they are all monetizable placements. And we are powering these quick, so a simple format, like a quick access icon. Today, you open a browser 5 times a day. And if you're constantly seeing a brand logo in front of you, there is a very high ratio of you engaging with that brand. And not just that, how is this different? When I'm opening a browser, my intent is to shop or search. And when I'm opening a content site, like a New York Times, my intent is to read. So based on the intent of the consumer, that's how the performance actually comes out. So when you're advertising on these browsers and search engines, since the intent of the consumer is to shop and search, any of these consumers clicking on any of these styles or websites, there's a very high probability of them converting into transactions. And we have enough of numbers around that. So this is one of our first formats. This is one of our second formats, quick banner ads on all these browser start pages. And this is a sample. I love this part. This is a live Walmart ad across some of the largest browsers in the world. We are taking the Google out of the doodle and putting your brand out there. Just letting you absorb that. And some of the largest brands are investing with us in this because they're seeing great performance, great viewability. They are seeing their organic search increase on browsers that they never advertised on before. So completely incremental to what they're seeing already. So this is an impactful placement, something unique on what we are achieving with these hardware manufacturers. These are some of our partners. I mean, we are a global company. We have, as I said, over 70 million plus daily active users in the US. We can help you scale globally. We have access to 1 billion users globally, very strong in Europe, very strong in APAC as well. And moving into the last part of the funnel, which is SitePlug. Again, another 3 minutes, I think should be done. So bottom of the funnel. I'll tell you when a consumer wants to buy a product, they know what they want to buy. So what they're going to do is they're going to either go to the website, step 1. They're going to go read reviews about your product, step 2. Bargain shoppers are going to go look for coupons, 3. I mean, these are the 3 or 4 journeys that a consumer would ideally go via. Maybe go search on a BNPL app because they know they want to buy the product and look for better offers. Go on Amazon retail media. I mean, wherever they get the product, but they're going to start searching. They're going to search in these 3, 4 areas. And that's what SitePlug does. So we are an omni search platform that is powering search outside of Google. So Google solves 80% of your problem. The problem is the 20% is fragmented across thousands of applications, be it ChatGPT, be it TikTok, be it different platforms that are powering these search applications. And it becomes very complex for a media buyer to solve, partner with 100 different publishers to solve a 20% problem. So, I mean, any media buyer would be like, let's not do this, let's step away from it and all of that. So that's exactly the problem that SitePlug is working on. We are integrated via APIs and SDKs across all of these platforms, be it alternate search engines, keyboard apps, browsers, BNPL applications, launchers, coupon sites, content websites. This is literally, except for influencer, we're doing it all. We don't do influencers because UGC, we can't control the content, we let the brand do it. But what we do is we identify millions of keywords that are getting searched across all these platforms, recommending the most relevant brand to the consumer and driving results. That is performance, sales, ROAS. Literally, that is what SitePlug does. Again, super conversion rate. It's not like awareness. Like the thing is, it's not going to drive you that scale. It's not going to drive you that scale in terms of the clicks that you achieve from Google, but it'll drive you the conversion rates. Our conversion rates are consistently 5 to 10% and over. And a few samples, like these are search engines. We're live with Yahoo. As you're searching, people are getting recommended the most relevant ads. In launchers, recommended ads. On -1 screen, recommended ads based on your search history. On keyboard apps, as you're searching, we're recommending ads. BNPL apps, based on your search recommendation, have shops listed there. Again, browsers, independent privacy-first browsers, we're recommending ads as consumers are searching. Content sites, consumers search for a product, eventually end up to a content site. We're powering buy now buttons with the help of our SaaS tools and platforms. And last but not the least, we are auto-correcting domain typos across every browser out there. I mean, 5% of users make typos. I mean, that's the way of how search works. So we're trying to cover up all these different areas where we can help you get access to consumers that have high intent. And there are lots of areas consumers search. So that's where the 20% problem is. And SitePlug solves the long tail problem for you, partnered with over 10,000 plus publishers, driving the most relevant consumer to your website, right at the bottom of the funnel. So last but not the least, I mean, eventually, what's different about us, right? I mean, we've been building this for the last 15 years. It's just not happened overnight. It's like getting all of these tools and inventories and eventually making sense. And one thing we're proud about is we are 100% transparent. We are providing dashboards to every brand. You can track impressions, video views, engagements, CPMs, eCPCs, ROAS, every magical thing that you want to track, we are providing that information to you, not just at an overall level. We are doing this at a product level. We are doing this at a source level. We are doing this at a device level. We are doing this for states, cities that are working out, what creative is working out, what creative is not working out. So we are 100% transparent about what we do. We want to work with the brand and make sure we are optimizing over time. Getting to my favorite part. So now what do we do with the data? I mean, we have 15 years of data. We have all these great brands working with us, and they want more. So how do we take that to the next layer? Obviously, you know, we've started building our own AI tools internally to amplify performance. What that means is, a classic example, a smaller brand just launched, comes to market, talks to us. They're like, okay, fine, we need awareness, and we need creative. We activate mCanvas. A brand comes to us, tells us, okay, I'm too large in the market, like a Walmart. I have complete penetration. I just need performance, performance, performance. My marketing budgets are cut. Just drive me performance. Activate SitePlug. A brand comes to us, okay, listen, I need awareness and performance and visibility, and I don't want to do coupons and all of that. That's exactly when we do VEVE. And then our AI comes in the picture. Brand comes and tells us, you want to spend $5 million. I want to make back $10 million, or 2x. I want to make sure I get 10 million impressions. I want to make sure I get 10 million users to my website. That's when AI kicks in. It optimizes across millions of websites, millions of formats, optimizes the creatives, optimizes the results, and eventually drives the performance that you need. So that's what we are building at the moment, back-end optimization using AI and helping our brands grow faster. In terms of results, we are driving over $2.5 billion worth of sales for our brands today with a consistent 5 to 10x ROAS. These are sales that have been tracked in our system. I mean, 50% of sales are not tracked. So this is all the sales that we have access to. We are doing well across all verticals, be it e-commerce, be it travel, be it finance, working with some of the largest brands today around the world, like your Walmarts, your Amazons, your Targets, your Expedias of the world, etc. So, I mean, we are driving better than industry standard conversion rates and CTRs and engagement rates and view-through rates. And last but not the least, okay, fine, everything I spoke about was my internal data. SimilarWeb is a third-party platform that is basically showing the amount of incoming and outgoing media spends. As per SimilarWeb, we are the top 10 providers of media for Walmart. We are number 2 for Walmart Business in the world. We are number 2 for TurboTax. We're number 5 for Expedia. We are number 12 for Amazon in the world. We're the 12th largest provider of media for Amazon. So there's third-party, public-listed companies proving that, and there's a lot of information out there. But anyway, that's all that could fit in the slide. Working with 2,500 plus brands. The last thing, my Affinity. We've been building this for the last 15 years. We understand performance. We understand transparency. We want to have one central platform that can help you achieve all your advertising objectives. We are building new formats. We are a product company. We're constantly evolving to fit the device. As I said, tomorrow, microwave or a refrigerator can be smart. We're going to be there. AI is helping us boost performance. And last but not the least, we're 100% managed service with 100% transparency, and something that we're extremely proud of. So that's what Affinity is, why Affinity, and that's my time. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to reach us. That's my team here. They're all around. But yeah, more than happy to share more information. I have ample of case studies, and more than happy to kind of talk to you guys in the next 3 days here. Thank you so much for your attention.
All right.